Okay, so I want to show you my shirt. It says, "Embarrassing my children. Oh, it's a full-time occupation." Yes, it is. Truly is. Anyway, I wanted to just do this quick video to add on. I mean, oh the heck, I'm just all over the place all the time, guys. I don't know. I think I got just like crazy ADHD because shoot. I wanted to talk about the Bible story, about how Jesus fed the crowds, and not specifics, really, just basic that Jesus fed thousands of people with a few pieces of bread and fish. Okay, um, his disciples wanted to send the people away after a long day of Jesus preaching and teaching the people. They said, "Let's send the people away so they can get food." Jesus said, "Why don't you give them something?" Disciples obviously looked at him like, "Well, where the heck we gonna get that much food?" Jesus broke the bread. Well, the little boy brought the bread and the fish and broke it, prayed. Then the disciples handed out the food to others, spread all around and came back and they had extra. They had baskets full. So yeah, basic is a miracle, definitely a miracle. Um, I wanted to have this discussion about how Jehovah Witnesses apply this. They apply this service of feeding thousands of people who were sitting around in the heat all day listening to Jesus. I mean, hey, everyone wanted to do that. I would love to have done it. But they want to apply that to the fact that they teach and how the spiritual food is passed down from the watchtower to the congregations, to the brothers, to the elders, and then to the families, individuals. My thing is, how did they get that from that? Okay. Um, People didn't just show up and just say, "Hey, let's feed them," um, because they're hungry and they need to be fed physically and spiritually. No, he had fed them spiritual food directly to each person. He did not give a message to his disciples to give to each group. He spoke to the people directly. So, yeah, how do they do that? They just skip over the fact that the spiritual food came directly from Jesus. The physical food came from the disciples. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. They could use that example. Um, excuse me, when it comes to their conventions and things, because the disciples wanted to send the people away so they can get food, but Jesus said, "No, you feed them. No, we're not sending them away. They've been here. They're spiritually fed. Let's give them some physical food too." Now, people spend hours. I mean, hours. I think it was like 6 to 8 hours. I don't remember. It's like a really long day. When I used to go in Philadelphia, we would sit under umbrellas in 110-degree heat, and just the heat beating down on us, and just hot, just heat and hot, just horrible, in these hard freaking chairs all day until we got there early in the morning, and until 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11, whatever time they stopped, to have lunch, and then they would send us away. Now, at first, it wasn't like that. When I first started going to the assembly, we had meals. Oh my God, we had real meals. We had like chicken, ham, turkey, whatever they gave. I guess I can't remember. I was a little girl, and mashed potatoes and green beans, and then they had it was good. It was like a meal. Then they switched up, and I remember this part because I was a preteen to teen years, and I used to volunteer to make sandwiches. Yes, they had like hoagies, and then we would have a bag of fruit and the best cheese and apple danishes ever, and Shasta soda. It was the coolest thing. And we would, after the first talk, we would go to the back and then we'd be making all these sandwiches and making all these sandwiches, preparing it to feed everyone. Jehovah's Witnesses used to feed everyone that came to the meeting. Now, a few years ago, well, actually, it's been quite a few years ago, they stopped that. Apparently, they were saying people were coming in just to get food and leave out. They weren't coming in for the spiritual food. But what's wrong with feeding people? Why is that wrong? Why is that such a crime? Because see, Jesus didn't. I don't remember anywhere in that scripture where it says people came over and got food and left, and they did. They showed up and they just ate, and Jesus rebuked them for it. I don't think he would do that. I would never see Jesus do that. In fact, I don't. A lot of people, I don't think they had to. A lot of people may not even heard anything Jesus said because they were so far in the back, and I'm pretty sure little kids did not actually understand what Jesus was saying. But they got food. Jesus fed them. So my thing was, why the witnesses don't take that? Why they don't understand that example? If people are coming to their conventions and receiving spiritual food from them, their spiritual food, what they call spiritual food, why don't they feed them like Jesus did? Why are they sending them away? They say either bring your food or go get your own. Don't expect us to give it to you. That's really not setting an example. That's not following Jesus' example. Jesus' example was physical, spiritual food, and physical food. Not this thing they doing, because it's nothing like what Jesus did. Jesus would never force people to sit for hours on hard chairs in the heat. Or even if you're in a nice stadium with air conditioning, a lot of people are upgrading now. They're in stadiums. Um, Hard behind chairs, stadium chairs for hours, and then tell them, hey, if you don't have your own food, then you're screwed. Yeah, that did not seem very Christ-like. It's not like a Christian to allow people to go hungry after keeping them there for hours. Yeah, I just wanted to know, is it just me, or is it they twisting that little scripture to fit their own agenda? They don't want to feed people physically, so they want to talk to them and say, I'm giving you spiritual food, and we're doing just like Jesus, but you're really not, because that's not what Jesus did. Okay, put your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I want something else. I don't know. Okay, bye guys.